First of all, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah. Double honor to the elders, apostles at Great Millstone that rule well. Double honors to the elder at DTA 12. And all blessings and greetings to the elect across the four corners of the earth and every Akim that worship the Most High in spirit and truth and sincerity. Today, I'm not going to go deep into a heavy lesson. It's just something real quick. And I'm going to attack these folly days a bit, that we should not learn the ways of the heathen, thus saith the Lord. So let's get right into it. And my sources is the King James Version Bible and the Apocrypha, the hidden book. So let's get into it. First, let's go to Exodus 23 and 2. Exodus 23 and 2. All right, in Exodus 23 and 2, it says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil." The rest of the verse, "Neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to rest judgment." That's something, but like I say, we're going to stay on topic. So thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil. How will people follow a multitude to do evil? Number one, all these folly days that's like I say, enjoyed or celebrated or even exalted and held up in this world, Valentine's Day and Christmas, and along with all the other ones. Most of the time, our brothers will make excuses saying that they know it's wrong and they know it's not a part of the scriptures and they know it's not, so to speak, God sent, but yet they'll still do it. And the reasons they'll give is their kids or their wife. And with this past folly day, it would be their wife or their girlfriend or their girl or some type of woman they deal with that they have to do these things, or either to get the box, they would have to do it. So they would rather burn in damn hell just so they can get a piece of box. It's crazy. So they follow a multitude because everybody's doing it. That's the vibration. You see all these things in your stores. Even some schools that throw up all type of decorations and for it. So you see this and these spirits enter you. So you feel like, oh, I must do it too. I'm not going to be a part. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to look like an outcast. So, but the Most High say, "Thou should not follow a multitude to do evil." We know about those who are self-willed. There's no such thing as free will, but self-willed. I mean, you're going to do what you're going to want to do, right? And they are counted as brute beasts. Thus saith the Lord. Let's move on and stay on topic. Let's go to Exodus 34 and 12. Exodus 34 and 12. "Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee." Okay, making a covenant with the inhabitants of the land is following the American ways. Okay, you are as the Egyptian, as the scriptures say, or as the Assyrian, or even as the Arabian. Okay, when you make a covenant, it's a signed deal that y'all gonna coexist in whatever covenant y'all made and agreed on. Okay, and by you following the ways of America, you're celebrating the holidays, you're indulging in Valentine's Day, Christmas, St. Patrick's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, and so forth, okay? That's making a covenant with the American ways, with the Americans, okay? And of course it says, "Lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee." How would it be for a snare? Well, first and foremost, the Most High will afflict you of it, okay? He is going to judge you for that, because that's a sign of adultery. Commit adultery. He is your father, if you be an Israelite, and you're supposed to follow his ways. That's just plain and simple. So it will be a snare. And at the very lowest degree, it'll be a snare in your pocket, because you're going to feel like you bind it and bond it, and you must needs to buy something for this person. When the Lord said, "Know the truth, and it shall make you free." In St. John. So let's move on and stay on topic. Let's go to Judges 2 and 2. Just like I said, I'm going to just hit a few precepts and try to run through it. All right. And Judges 2 and 2. "And ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land. Ye shall throw down their altars, but ye have not obeyed my voice. Why have ye done this?" Okay, when it says you make a league is just it's parallel to making a covenant. Okay, you in league. It's like the National Basketball Association. That's the league of basketball. Everybody that play basketball. So if you make a league with them, that means you for what they for. Everybody coexists and they in unison. They all agree. Okay, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. And you shall make no league, thus saith the Lord. So you ain't supposed to really make the league to them. According to Deuteronomy 7:6, Deuteronomy 7:6, we supposed to be a separate people. Okay, holy unto the Lord. Separate mean holy. Holy means separate, same way. Supposed to be to our own customs and our own ways. Drink water out your own cistern, so to speak. And as it says, ye shall throw down their altars, whether it be altars Sunday to Sunday doctrine, whether it be altars of you celebrating a Christmas Day, a Valentine's Day, a Mother's Day, a Father's Day, and so on and so forth. Because when you celebrate these folly days, actually you bow down to the altar of America, because that's their ways and their values. The Most High gave us holy days to celebrate, and actually some of them you can have fun in, and some of them are solemn, a solemn assembly, a very serious ceremonial assembly. So, but we have holy days in the Bible that we are to recognize and that we are to affiliate ourselves with. But we do not. We follow those, not we, but those of our brothers that do that, the 2/3. But let's move on. I want to go ahead and hit this verse, and a lot of brothers who are in the know are going to know this verse, Jeremiah 10:1-2. But as I said, this for rebuke and reproof, and it's for the elect mainly, and all the way pretty much, because those of the 2/3 will not get it, no matter what is said. Here we go, Jeremiah 10:1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So there we go again. He's telling you, learn not the ways of the heathen. Learn not the ways of the heathen. How plain can you get? You're not a heathen. Don't learn the ways of the heathen, which is these Americans. And they folly days that another man done created and set up, and over time, they just continued in that manly tradition. But let's go to I'm gonna go to Mark 7:9. Let's go to Mark 7:9. Let's go to Mark 7:9. All right, in Mark 7:9 it says, and let's talk about Yahushua here. And he said unto them, full well ye reject the commandment of the Most High, that ye may keep your own tradition. So a lot of people, you'll tell them about it, and they give you all types of excuses. My kids, my wife, everybody doing it. They expect this of me. They say, oh, I don't want to do it. I know it's wrong, but, we don't mean it in that way. We mean it in another way. You know what I'm saying? We going to take this wicked ass foundation and we going to put some pearls and jewels on top of it. As the expression say, can you put lipstick on a pig? It's still a pig. So that's what they do. And they full well reject the commandment of the Most High. How they do that? By acknowledging that they know that it is evil. By acknowledging that they know that it is folly. By them acknowledging that they know that it has a pagan foundation. And it's still pagan, even the walls of it. So that's how they reject the commandment of the Most High, that they may follow their own traditions. Let's go to Acts 5:29. Then Peter and the other apostles then answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. Okay? Peter, who is the Lord Yahushua first chosen, okay? He chose him, one of his top apostles, one of his top disciples, said we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. But you just heard Yahushua say, you full well reject the commandment of the Most High, that you may follow your own tradition, in which that makes you a man, so you follow your own tradition. And Peter say we ought to do that, follow the Most High, not follow man. But yet 2/3 will do what they will do. And let's talk about this here folliness. Let's go to Isaiah 9:18. Let's talk about what this folly is actually. Isaiah 9:18. Hold on one second. And if I'm moving too fast, just pause the video and run it back. And you can check all these scriptures. As a matter of fact, I recommend that you check all these scriptures. Always examine thyself. All right. Isaiah 9:18. For wickedness burneth as a fire, It shall devour the briars, thorns, and shall kindle in the thickets of the forest, and they shall mount up like the lifting up of smoke. Right? For wickedness burneth as fire. Colon, stop. Wickedness burneth as fire. Right? Let's go. Hold that. Isaiah 9:18. And don't forget that all wickedness burneth as fire. Let's go to Ezekiel 20 and 30 and 31. And 30 and 31. For it says in Ezekiel 20, verse 30, Wherefore say unto the house of Israel, Thus saith the Lord power, Are ye polluted after the manner of your fathers, and commit ye whoredom after their abominations? For when ye offer your gifts, when ye make your sons to pass through the fire, ye pollute yourselves with all your idols, even unto this day, colon. And shall I be inquired of by you, O house of Israel? As I live, saith the Lord power, I will not be inquired of by you. Okay? All right. Well, in verse 30, he was just saying, you guys have returned to the ways of our forefathers, because through history, Israel just been repetitive. They would do the same thing and come back. Same thing could come back. Worship idols and come back. But this is the last time. Ain't no more worshiping idols after this one. Okay? Okay, so he was just saying in verse 30, y'all doing the same thing y'all forefathers was doing. In verse 31, he said, when you offer your gifts, you make your sons to pass through the fire. We just read in Isaiah 9 and 18 that wickedness is as a fire. And what they say, when you tell these people about Christmas and certain holidays, even sometimes Valentine's Day, because they'll send the kids to school with Valentine's baskets and flowers to exchange gifts with other kids. They'll say, but the kids. So you the parent, and you know, I don't want to curse, but you the parent and you know better not to do that to your child. You passing your child through the fire. All wickedness burneth as a fire. But for the kids, so you damnating your kids, okay? By making them celebrate that and everything. You should be telling your kids about the holy days, if anything, how we need to worship the Father, not worship yourself and not worship, bring sacrifices to the values and the ways of America. You know, so all of them burning their kids in the fire who do such things and participate in such acts that's against the Most High, contrary to the doctrine of life. You know, I don't want to get all upset, but let's go to Psalms 57 and 4. Don't forget, all wickedness is as fire. Psalms 57 and 4. My soul is among lions, and I lie even among them that are set on fire. Even the sons of man, whose teeth are spears and arrows, and their tongue is sharp sword. So he even a lie, 57, that would be David talking. He said, and I lie even among them that are set on fire. Now, of course, let's not be simple. Nobody's standing there on flames, okay? He's saying they indulge in wickedness. All wickedness is as fire. And wickedness is not following the straight gate. Okay, you wicked. You off track. So that's the way it goes. All right. Let's go ahead and let's go to Jude 22 and 23. So I wonder how many people out there on fire, or who's just on fire on that Folly Valentine Day. I wonder how many people was on fire. How many people finna get on fire for Daddy's Day, Mommy's Day, all these wicked ass days that a man made up. But let's keep it moving. Jude 22 and 23. And of some have compassion, making a difference. And that's what I'm doing. I'm having compassion. I'm trying to make a difference. You know, I'm gonna put the word out there. If it wakes up anybody and it stops anybody from committing adultery to the Heavenly Father, the Father of lights, you know, that's a beautiful thing through Yahweh Shai. If it calls somebody to return from their folly, that's my whole purpose. So it says in Jude 22, and of some have compassion, making a difference. And the others say with fear, pulling them out of the fire, hating the garment spotted by the flesh, pulling them out of the fire. I don't see nobody here standing up with fire flames coming off them and screaming. Okay, that fire goes back to Isaiah 9 and 18. Wickedness burneth as a fire. Okay, let's go to James 4 and 4. Let's go to James 4 and 4. see what it says here. Let's go see what the Lord's brother said. And James 4:4, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. So you are adulterers and you are adulteresses. If you going off celebrating Valentine's Day, you know, you got a little white baby half naked with an arrow about to shoot you in the ass, and now you going to fall in love? Y'all love, just loves. That's bull crap, man. Okay? That is definitely being an adulterer, because you going off on your power. And with your power, the Most High and Yahweh Shai. Okay, you doing the ways of the world. So you are a friend with the world. As I said in Exodus 34:12, you have made a league with them. So you are friends. When you friends, you make a league. We gonna be a pack, you know. So, and yeah, that would make you an enemy of the Most High. It's His way or no way. It's His way or you on the other side. There is no in between. Okay, either you're with Him or you're not. That's the way it goes. Let me get James 4:17. Therefore, to him that knoweth to do good and doeth it not, it is sin. So to all them people that be like, oh, I know that's pagan. I know Valentine's Day is pagan. I know Christmas is pagan. I know Mother's Day is pagan. So you said you do willfully sin, you commit iniquity. Because to him that knoweth to do good, so if you know to do good, you know what's not to do bad. You know that it's not wrong. You know to not do it. So that would make it good to not do it. And you still do it anyway. That's sin to you. And sin is transgression of the law. Okay? So there is no excuses. Okay? There is no excuses. There's no escape for that. Let me get Ephesians 5:9. Let's go to Ephesians 5:9. All right? I mean, this is I'll tell you. Ephesians 5:9. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth. All right? That's the fruit of the Spirit. And the reason I brought this verse out, because I done heard people tell me, oh, well, we don't celebrate it in the pagan manner, how it was set up. We don't do all the stuff that they did as concerning Valentine's Day and all that. We change it. But the foundation is crooked. The foundation is tore up. You know what I'm saying? And let's find out the fruit of the Spirit. They do good. We give gifts. We help people on these days. Well, let's see what the Most High say about what the fruit of the Spirit is. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth. Okay? All right, let's see. If we go to Psalms 119, and I believe 142 and 151, we can see what that is. Let me run to it right quick. 119, 142. Psalms 119, 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is truth. Psalms 119, 151. Thou art near, O power, Yahweh, the Lord, and all thy commandments are truth. All right? And all thy commandments are truth. All right? And let's go back to Ephesians 5:9. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness, righteousness, and truth. So that's the fruit of the Spirit. If you're going to rehearse the righteous acts and try to do the deeds of the law to the best of your ability, that's in all righteousness and truth. And the deeds of the law to the best of your ability does not involve doing any folly days that pertain unto the USA. Okay? Because we didn't bring them customs over here off them slave ships. That thing was put in our brain. It didn't even start at your home. It started at school. They taught it at school, and the school seeped out from the school to your home. Okay, you bought that crap home and your Valentine's Day things, and they want you to do the party. All right, so your parents didn't know no better. They had you to do it. Okay, we didn't bring none of them customs over here with us. And Gad and Reuben was not dealing with those stuffs when we came over here. All right, they wasn't having Valentine's Day. The so-called Indians. All right. So let's keep going. Let's go back to Ephesians 5:11. And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them. And that's what I'm doing. I don't have no fellowship with the roots of works of darkness, and those that be chosen to get this doctrine, and definitely the elect. Lord willing, I'm one. You know, I don't know, but those who chose to get this doctrine anyway, they would have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness. And this the unfruitful works of darkness. This is considered like dead works. You know, when we were coming up, when I was much younger, I did Christmas and Valentine's Day. I did all that shit. Okay. But guess what? I thought I was doing right. That's why he said, have no unfruitful works, the works of darkness. You know, let's keep going. Let's go to Romans. Let's go to Romans 13. Let's go to Romans 13. Romans 13. Let me get Romans 13. Romans 13, 12 to 13. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Okay? Let us walk honestly, 13. Let us walk honestly, as in the day, not in rioting, drunkenness, not in chambering, wantonness, not in strife and envying. Okay? Well, really, I wanted to concentrate on that verse 13. So that's Romans 13, 13. Let us walk honestly, as in the day. Put off the works of darkness now, not in rioting. When you rioting, it don't mean rioting busting in your local store. When you go into the Greek and you look it up in the Greek, okay, you get your concordance or you could get your blue letter, you know what I'm saying, or however you do it. But when you go into the Greek definition of the word rioting, and the word there really for me is like reveling, partying, getting drunk, going out there and just wilding out. You drunk and you're just getting loose, you know what I'm saying? All in the street, you know, after you done ate dinner and everything, and now your belly full and you done got your liquor in you, and you all in the street and you making the rage and everybody going nuts, okay? That's what that means. And the drunkenness is pretty much really means what it says. Self-explanatory. Though it goes deeper, it says intoxication. All right, don't get to the point where you just sloppy drunk and you're silly. Wine was made to make man heart merry. You know, that's where it go. Not in chambering. Chambering mean okay, chambering like a chambermaid. You ain't go. Let me just go pop this girl, and let me just go to the next room at the party and pop her too, and then let me go ahead and get this box and get that box. And you from box to box to box to box. Now you got 1,000 damn wives. You can't say I ain't even go off. Okay. Let's stay on topic. And wantonness. Wantonness means, according to the definition, wantonness means to have no shame of a foul act. So you at this party celebrating Valentine's Day or whatever folly day, you have no shame. You don't feel guilty about it. You know, even though some people I do know of, they don't feel guilty about it. They have no shame. So basically, when it comes down to it, wantonness means having no shame. You know, having no care of any wickedness that is done. You know, you don't care. You have no fear. And you can go back, and I advise you to go back and look up this verse, Romans 13 and 13, and check on those words for yourself. And end of it say, not in strife and envying. And strife means exactly what it means. Contention, fighting, you know, bucking up against each other. And envying speaks of you wanting another man's things. Okay. Almost like covetousness, you know, and hating him because of who he is or what he got. All right. So those are works of darkness. And guess what? All these come with these folly days. Okay. Most of the time, them chicks ain't got one man. Okay. So you bring her a gift. Okay. And he bring her a gift. Okay. Who gonna pop her that night? Somebody gonna be pressure. Somebody gonna go through some pressure. Who gonna pop her that night? It's only one box. But she got all these dudes buying things. So who get the pop? That might start some rioting, right? I mean, well, that might start strife and envying, okay? And envying, that's going to come with Valentine's Day because she going to say, home girl, I got this from this dude and I got that. What you get? I ain't get shit. So that, hey, it's no good, okay? The Most High say don't do it. Let's just go to Hebrews 9 and 14. Hebrews 9 and 14. How much more shall the blood of Mashiach, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself without spot to the Most High, purge your conscience from dead works to serve the living power. So he purged your conscience from dead works. Your conscience, your mind. You shouldn't even have that on your mind to even do that crap. You got people to this day still thinks the Lord's birthday on December 25th. so-called December 25th, because we don't even know. That's just some day they made up, okay? We don't even know no damn December 25th, all right? The days, according to the scriptures, was ordained by the lights of the heaven, all right? Through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So you got people to this day, they still drinking the wine of Babylon. They drunken. You know what I'm saying? They still looking at the cup as it making splashes in the cup and the wine is red. They still looking upon it to this day. You know? And I'm gonna go ahead and to close it out, I'm gonna take it to Isaiah 65. All right? Isaiah 65, I'm gonna close it out with that. You know, and it's just crazy. I get excited. I hate to see our brothers just so taken by this white man, you know. And that's what he wants. He wants y'all to be taken. He love it. If you read the scriptures, you'll understand. They can make you go off. That's a beautiful thing. Man. All right, Isaiah 65 and 2. I have spread out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good. He just said the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness. So they ain't got the fruit of the Spirit, right? After their own thoughts, self-willed. A people that provoke me to anger continually to my face, that sacrificeth in gardens, and burneth incense upon altars of brick, which remain among the graves, and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh, and broth of abominable things in their vessels. Now, this is all parabolic, most of it. All right? What it says in verse 3, a people that provoke me to anger continually to my face, that sacrifice in gardens. Those gardens, he talk about up in them churches, all right? In them churches, yes. That's what he's saying. And burneth incense upon altars of brick. All right? Incense is really your prayers, okay? Incense is your prayers. I don't know. I haven't been in a church in years, okay? So I don't know if they really burn the incense as far as that regard as they used to do in the ancient days. But according to the precept, get that right quick. Incense, according to Psalms 141 and 2, your incense is your prayers. Let my prayer be sent forth before thee as incense, and the lifting up of my hands as the evening sacrifice. So they say these prayers in the gardens, all right, upon altars of brick. What's the altars of brick? If you have a brick, that is a hewn stone. They carved that stone. They made that building. Okay, that's altars of brick. Like to say, the Most High say, if you worship me, I believe that's somewhere in Exodus, don't raise your tool to it. Don't cut it up. And besides, where is the temple? You are the temple, according to the scriptures, all right? According to Acts 7 chapter. You are the temple, all right? All right. So they up in these churches, that's what it's saying, which remain among the graves, the house of the dead. They don't know that the dead is there, okay? And lodge in the monuments, up in the buildings. When in Proverbs, the first chapter tell you wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. When you up in the church house in the building, you're not in the streets. He sent them out by twos. Yahweh Shah sent them out by twos. He said, go out on the highways and the byways and bid those to the wedding. So, which remaineth among the graves and lodge in the monuments, which eat swine's flesh. That could be literal and that could be not literal. That could be literal and spiritual. They can have a pork chop and they souse and they ham hock. Yeah, that's literal. You shouldn't do that, okay? According to the scriptures. According to the scriptures, that's all for Israelite. Now, heathen, he can eat whatever, okay? That's on him. The laws was given to Israel only, all right? And that's spiritual too, because eating swine's flesh, in other words, you being around, if you be a clean man and you got this doctrine and you have the cover of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah on you, you ain't supposed to be eating with these other people. They are considered defiled and unclean, all right? And broth of abominable things in your vessels. Your body is your vessel, okay? So abominable things would consist of crab, lobster, catfish, okay? And any of fish ain't got no scales or fins, all right? And definitely, the pig don't chew the cud. So you already know, all right? So you ain't supposed to do all that stuff. And and verse 5 say, Isaiah 65 and 5, which say, stand by thyself, come not near me, for I am holier than thou. These are a smoke in my nose, a fire that burneth all the day. Now, first of all, It's a smoke in the Most High nose. It's a fire that burneth all the day. Where we read that at? In Isaiah 9 and 18, that all wickedness burneth as fire. So when you do that, you was smoking his nose. You on fire. You committing this wickedness. And what's the first part? Which say stand by thyself? No, they be like, oh, wow, I've been to the church 20 years. How you gonna tell me? I come to church every morning. How you gonna talk to me? That's what he mean by stand holier than thou. I'm holier than you. No, when you come into this thing, every brother is equal in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. There's no respect of persons. Though there's an order of rank, and there's an order that we have within the brotherhood as far as respecting the brotherhood and the tabernacles of David, which is the third temple, which is being built right now. Thus saith the Lord. First of all, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone that rule well. Double honors to the elder at DTA 12. And all blessings and greetings to the all blessings and all greetings to the elect across the four corners of the earth. And blessings to every Akim that worship the Most High in spirit and truth and sincerity. Kwam labakayim shal YASHARAHLA. Kwam labakayim shal YASHARAHLA.